It says we're live, and we always have that little delay. So, I beautiful day today. It's still a little cool. No rain. Yeah. Okay. Pops up. Yeah. Okay. Pops up. Yeah. Okay. Pops up. Forgot to turn off the volume. I always forget one thing. That's just normal. But yeah, I think I have it already up on the board. Hi, Terry. Oh, like didn't. I look. Oh, Lori's here! Yay! Lori keeps always saying, "I miss it." She made it today. Hi, Mary. Hi, Cheryl. It's a yeah. I finally got energy. Hi, Donna. I got my panel cut finally, so now I got to start adding the pieces. This is the Liberty Box 2024 by the Fat Quarter Shop. Sparklers quilt pattern. It's like I got a quilt quilted and the binding done. Then I got the binding on a whole nother one done, and it's in on the guest bed. So it is now officially has its own quilt. I used the spiny peak one for that one. And how is everybody doing? And if you're in the area of the storm, stay safe. It's like stay safe. You did? Ellie did turn out. She's all bound also. She's done. She can travel now. I don't have to worry about her fraying. I don't have to worry about her fraying anymore. She'd already been in a swimming pool. So this morning I went and babysat. Got one, kept one occupied while Grandma got ready. And then just before he left, he pooed. So I was like, that Grandma got that pleasure. And then I got little Miss Elaney up and on the bus. Then I come in, went and got my grocery shopping done because it's discount Tuesday. Saved about $10 on my groceries. And $10 is $10. Yes, I still have Bailey. She's here for a little over a month. On October 17th, her kennel that's outside that she doesn't use very often, they're going to take that back with them and they're going to set up the outside kennel for Bailey because she has to be kenneled during the day while Melinda's at work. And especially moving to a new place, you need to get her. Yep, $10 is a yard of fabric. Keep thinking my glasses are coming apart. And they are. I have to put on another pair of glasses to tighten that screw, I think. Oh, Denise you think you got them all in there now? But I'm trying not to start anything new. I got that done. Now I want to start, put another one on the long arm, my little long arm. But I have this one to get done. And then goofing off, I'm making these blocks. They're just scraps as I have. Any white background, just any 10-inch square. The hunter's block. Just using scraps. I'll have fingerprints all over my glasses by the end of the hour. I do have Alani today, being Mama got called into work. She'd been wanting extra hours. You're making a hunter star too, Lori? Yeah. Terry's busy because if she's backing a quilt, that means she's definitely busy. Yeah. The hunter star has been on my bucket list of things to do. I have a drawer down here all cut, waiting for the background. And then goofing off while I was making sure I got the pattern down. I grabbed some other scraps I had. I got the burps. Don't ask me why. So I got just using scraps, and I have quite a pile of them now. Hi, Kenneth. Oh yeah, you can't. Is your internet down everywhere around you, Donna? I'm sure it probably is. Right now, I'm hand tacking binding on another Christmas. Yeah, you're getting quite ahead there, Cheryl. Heck, I keep saying I'm going to do 6 little lap quilts. They're still all in pieces. It's like my husband collected panels on our shop pops, and I want to put a panel in every quilt and then hand them out to each family as a kind of a memory thing for him. I made, I guess, a puzzle mystery quilt reveal. You just like, you sewed the top together, not waiting. Well, you did it enough, you probably know what to do. It's like you did those mystery puzzles. The part, it's like my rollers get stuck in the carpet. Almost time for grandson bus. Yeah, so you'll be lurking. Yeah, I have 2.5 hours before I have to go out and wait for the bus. Most people have it back now. It took 8 days to get power back. Okay. That's number 5 and 6. When am I officially a quilter? Whenever you want it to be. I say I'm a beginner still. I don't plan on ever being an actual quilter. I'm always going to be a beginner. Oh, wrong foot pedal. It's funny how the power don't work when you don't have the right pedal. Yeah. But I don't ever plan on being a professional. I'm always going to be a beginner. I just I play with quilts. That's a good way. Hi, Carrie. Get your diamond art next one part done that you was going for. Can't remember what one she's working on right now. She's got so many. And June's including Lil. And forgot if is don't know who's all watching. There's always something new to learn plus improve skills. Now, I don't know if I'm going to improve my skills. I think as I get older, they go downhill. If it's like I got to read what that says. If you are a beginner, what qualifies as an expert, experienced quilter? Oh, thank you, Denise. I'm always learning, and I've had so many people tell me I'm just a beginner, but that's from other quilters that I have disagreements with. It's just some people. I showed someone my completed quilt response, but you don't know how to quilt mine. Clearly, I do. Yeah, I've had people tell me how to do this, and this, and it's like you do what you want to do, and I'll do what I want to do. Because I've seen their quilts. I've seen half-inch stitches on binding, right where you can see the stitch. It's not a blind stitch. Yep, we know how to quilt. Quilting is what we want it to be. I'm not the hand. I don't go back. I've hand stitched the quilting. Would I do it again if it was the right thing, like the Halloween wall hanging that I'm going to do maybe, because I don't want to quilt over my applique. It's like, no, Terry, I'm not the quilter in the end. I'm the Gigi Ma. But hey, I consider it an accomplishment. I have a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old that I ask them, did Gigi Ma make you a quilt or a blanket? And they can tell me I made them a quilt. And when they talk about their quilt, it is a quilt. It's not a blanket. So if I've convinced a 4-year-old that it is a quilt, we got it made. Are Laura and Susan Munger and her mom in the storm's path? Yes, they are. Susan Munger is ditching today. Her mother has already ditched because her house was hit hard last time. So she's in Ohio. And Laura says she's batting down the best she can batten down. It's like, and I just want prayers and safety for everybody. It's like, I can guarantee you, if I lived in Florida after the first one, I would be out of there. And then I read the weather today. They're going to get hit with one and again in on the around the 18th of October. No, I'm out of there. That's strike 1, 2, 3. I'm gone, gone, gone. And Lori is like, if you're not a quilter, I have no hope being called one. It's like we're all quilters in our own degree. As long as we sandwich them and do what we want to do. It's like I always say my grandmas would be shocked at what people are doing to like the hexagon quilts. You don't glue them. You hand stitch everything. One is coming tonight and tomorrow. Have friends that left and friends that are staying. I'm sick to my stomach. Yes, Terry. I can imagine it really hits you hard because you've been, you lost. You've lost. So I understand that one. I would, like I said, I'd be moving, especially when there's another one coming on the 18th. There wouldn't be an if and or but. My suitcase would be packed. I'd pack only what I absolutely wanted and I'd be gone. I put a free sign on my house if it was paid off. And they figured that. And then they said it slowed down a little, but restarted back up with just as much fury. When they said it was slowing down, I thought, oh, good. And then when they said it, but it restarted, the eye came back with just the same vengeance. So. But is Georgia safe too? It's like, I don't have family any place in any of these. I have friends sending many, many prayers. Yes. And just Gisela, she broke her wrist, I think it was. So she's had a rough go. Austin, he's got to get back in town today to get to the doctor. He needs an antibiotic bad. Seen his hand in a picture and it's like, no. That needs to be under doctor care. But he's such a stubborn guy. Maybe he put his hand in the wrong spot. He took his dog to the doctor, but he didn't take himself to the doctor yet. Hi-yo, Patty. And how's Patty? Miss Patty G. Hi, Pam. Pamela Eves is dropping in to say hi to everybody. A little bit further over. I have to put the top and bottom header on this panel. Because this, when it's done, this will be put in the back of the closet. Because I'm not ordering the backing for this one yet. Hi, Kathy. What's that? Melinda's got a loaner car because she got rear-ended over there. So I guess 2 weeks. Okay, taxi time for Denise. I went and got my dog duties done and stopped and saw sister. They said she walked a long ways today. I'm finally starting to feel like sewing again. I'm getting fabric ready for pillowcases and some tote bags. And learning about directional fabrics, that is fun. Weekend was a little wonky. My machine threw a temper tantrum. It's fine now. Funny what oiling can do. Yes, I know. I just cleaned the brother, and then today when I'm done here, then she gets oiled again. But this is a different kind of red, white, and blue because it's like it has pink in it, just like the Christmas has pink in it. Haven't been the best pink accessory with red, white, and blue, and pink with Christmas, but I put lavender, so I guess I gotta take the pink too, right? There's no pink involved but mine. It's, they have you trim the panel off and then add to it so you can sew more back onto it. I've made my blocks like before down to 6 1/8 if that's what I take. I've always taken my blocks down to the panel or up to the panel. I'm doing fine today. I had to get up early. Didn't want to get up early, but I got up early. I had to go. Alicia had to work today, so went out and got Alani on the bus today. Entertain Alan until Grandma's ready to take off with him to go to the other grandma's. And then I get Alani off the bus, and I have to have her pepperoni pizza ready to go. I don't start cooking it until I see her because I don't want it to be cold and I don't want it to be overcooked because she does not like her cheese to start turning too brown. She's my picky eater. but she loves pepperoni pizza. She is growing today. Before we went on the bus, went out for the bus, she learned how to spell Gigi Ma. And then I showed her how to spell mom and dad. She can spell her name. She has trouble with her baby A's. They look like gorillas attacking you. So today we did Grandma, Grandpa, Gigi Ma, and Lonnie and Alan, Mom and Dad. Yep, she is growing up. Oh, come on, peace. There always has to be something flipped the wrong way when you're pressing. Always. Yep. They grow up way too fast. I have a 9th great grand on the bay. It's like, you keep that 9th one. I want to quit. It's like 7. When Emily's ready for number 7, Derek isn't sure. The older he gets, the more he's not sure. Okay. Check to make sure it's all pressed the right way. Of course, there's one that's flipped. Yeah, when I buy baby stuff on my senior grocery day, like today, they go, "You got a baby?" It's like, no, my great grandkids come to my house. So I have to have treats for them too. But Alani's, the pepperoni pizza, I'm glad it's like, it'd be harder for Aspen, being she's got all these new food allergies. She has to avoid them. It's like, they're not deathly allergic, but with her bowel issues, the more you can avoid them, the better off they are for her. And she'll tell you, I can't eat that. It's like, I brought her a Happy Meal toy the other day. Gigi, I can't eat McDonald's Happy Meals. She can have the French fries. Because I guess they put the breading on with milk product. If it isn't milk, it's soy. And she can't have she can have our Chinese. She breaks out in a rash. So if we give her any of our Chinese food, she has to take a Benadryl or something. Hung all the rulers back up. Guess I thought I was done trimming before my time. But yeah, I can't picture just putting all your stuff up high and go away and come back when it's over to see what all survived. That's a concept that I hope I never have to deal with, but it's my husband, just before I met him, they lost their house to a fire. And then I had an aunt several years back, had a house fire and lost her husband. And then Alicia having the house fire, losing everything there. I know what house fires can do, but I've never been in any of them myself. They've always happened to somebody I know. That slow running. Okay. Read instructions helps, right? Now it says take F. F is 2¼ inches, which are the wider ones up there. Okay. Hi, Barbara. Patty to Cheryl. And then Barbara. Fast food has a lot of stuff we don't know about. McDonald's and other coat their fries to keep them from browning. Coated in flour, not gluten free. Yeah. It's like I am working on the 2024 Liberty box from the Fat Quarter Shop, and the quilt's called Sparklers. There's a center panel. I just put on this top piece here. Now I'm putting the white edges on. And all the rest are up there waiting except for right here. This is not part of it. I am up there. That part is Hunter Star. Just started making out of some scraps. Using up my scraps. That's what I like to do the most. Okay, Susan Munger says they have evacuated and are safe. I'm here with Doreen and my husband and our fur babies. Glad to hear they are all safe because Doreen lives right across the street. Stay safe. That's all we can say. And we just can pray that come back to little to no destruction, but it's not gonna. I did catch a glimpse of the panel. It's going to look awesome. Yeah, the panel, and then it's got, like I said, it's got the muted blue and the floral red. I don't think of patriotic floral. I always do stars, masculine, more of that type stuff. My scraps are less than 1 inch. True scraps. It's like I have all sorts of little scraps left. But the Hunter Star, I took and cut up some fat quarters I had. They've been collecting for several years because my husband's been gone for several years. And I just said, time to say done. That's all I can say. Time to say done. Pick them up, put them up. That's the rough side. That's the rough side. This white on white. I have part of the panel is the picture on the front page, but it was hanging up there until today. And then I moved the panel. I have a bunch too, just taking space, been making scrappy tote bags to give away to friends and family. If I always said if I give away a quilt, I should make a tote bag or at least some simple thing to store the quilt. That's what my friend and I did with our one quilts. We made like pillowcases. And then I go, it's cheaper to buy a pillowcase. Which side's rough? That side's rough. Just white on white. Definitely test your eyes. This white on white's not good for old eyes. That's a new saying Alani likes too. You have old eyes? It's like, yep. But it's like, I got quilt tops that I'm going to put some more borders on to make them a little bigger. Because I like a usable quilt. This is just going to be a lap quilt. $18 by $22 wide, just fits your. Yeah, and then there's something else they can always do with the totes. They can either use them for traveling or storing the quilt or going grocery shopping. But at least they're using the bag. My newest quilt's on the guest bed. Made it. Roll it up and give it to someone to love. Yes. I call them feed bags. They have the soft stuff that pops back up. And Alani there's 3 of them here with fish. They're designed so if they want to carry toys from one place to another is what I made them for. If they want to carry toys from one place to another, put your toys in it and carry it. And she calls hers the beach because it's got fish. And she has a blast with it. She puts everything in it. Yes. And see, that's like our wonky block exchange. You can do whatever we want with all those things too. Okay, now I got to unfold this thing I just folded so pretty. So I have to go down the sides. Kind of add this white. This white on white has a stripe effect to it. I don't know if you can see the stripe. But it's a nice grade of white on white. I had to add a piece onto it because it needed to be, what was it, 45 and a half? Go back and read this. Yeah. So I'm using a bigger portion. I don't want a little tiny piece. So I just added 2 pieces the same size together. Need to get busy again. Good to check in with you. Take care and stay safe. You too, Pamela. I've been buying my white on white now through Marshall Dry Goods. Barbara. And hi, Katie. they have a, I haven't had any bad grade of white on white there yet. Every once in a while, I used to buy the white on white. Some of them would come so thin. It's like, huh? But I like $4.99 a yard. It helps cut down some of the cost. And then I like their uh, natural with white on. Yeah, that price is a good price. I was paying $8.99 at my local shop for similar ones, and then I found Marshall Dry Goods somehow and started ordering there. It says I have an order that should be here Friday. I got some more natural on natural with white, and it's like none of them's up here. The disappearing 9 patch on point. I used the natural with white or white on natural sprinkles. It's various little dots. I love that fabric. I have several quilts that are done with the Marshall Dry Good backgrounds. I'm trying to stay away from white because it's like white batting's harder and more expensive to find. So I've been trying to stick with the naturals. That way I don't tone down the white with the natural batting. This one here has to have white because I matched the background color of the panel. But I don't know if I'll put white batting in it yet. It can be toned down a little bit. I have used black batting also, and I've used recycled that's a greenish color. That recycled batting was from plastic, and I love that batting. That was awesome. Now the price is up ridiculous. Trying to get this where we can start putting on those side pieces. But I still have yardage of this stripe. But it's going to be cut down to 10-inch, some 10-inch squares for the hunter's star. I have 14 or 16 more pieces of fabric that needs a white square. So, and then I have some more white on white over there in the cubby hole. There's one place that used to do, are they half yard pieces of 5 white on whites as a bundle once a month? And the one came with a sewing theme. Had some symbols and stuff in it. Is the hunter star hard to do? No. There is a free pattern, Cheryl. Uh, this one's a 10-inch square that's cut diagonally. You stack your white and your color 2.5 inches from the center and trim, and then it's one more cut. I'll see if I can find the link. Because I can't think of, and it's been on my bucket list for quite a few years. And then I seen Missouri Star do it, make a Hunter Star, and then I think Donna Jordan did a Hunter Star, and Tiffany did a Hunter Star. So I says, I guess I'm supposed to do the Hunter Star. I kept seeing the same videos popping up. Hi, Laura. And how's everything? And Laura, June got the Chromebook working. Had to take everything out and restart it. Took out what she did, and then it came right back up and came up really good. What are you looking for, Sandra? It's like the Hunter Star that Tiffany was posted on her website. Yeah. She just did that video of the Hunter Star. That's the easiest one out there. I love it because it's just cut over. I can show you on just a minute here, Cheryl. I can show you because it's like, let me get this. Because I have a bunch in the drawer right here. Thank you. And then if you follow that link also, but once you learn it, it's going to be, you'll go, why didn't I think of that? And then I was saying that if you cut this out and make a template, that way you know what you could do with the scraps, where if you don't have a 10-inch square, let's say you have enough of these other pieces that a person could cut all those other pieces out like a template. Because I'm always trying to figure using up my scraps. Yes, everything is all done on the 10-inch square. Are you making the same one, Lori? But it's basically, you could do any square that you want. Yes, okay, same one. Because I did not want the bigger, I didn't want a 12.5-inch square. I think that's the thing that was throwing me off the most. If you want to get a quilt done faster, then there are the free pattern out there for the 12.5. Also, it spruce. It's like I could have said until the sprucecrafts.com have a free Hunter Star pattern also. But that one there has a lot more cuts than this one. my thing was when you put them together to make the actual star, that's still a good sized block. And so if you make all these 12 and a half inches, it's like, I don't know how that's going to work. You can get a big quilt faster. There's craft one up there too. But you can do it in 2 colors or do it in scrappies. And I'm doing miscellaneous white backgrounds and just all these fat quarters I have. Out of each fat quarter, I get 2 10-inch squares and another big scrap left. The pile's right here. So I grab this. When you trim up, when you take your fat quarter and you find your 20, see, the first time I cut it wrong. But if you take your 20-inch way and you cut down to get your pieces, you have this nice piece, big piece left of this. So you still have scraps. But I got 2 squares for up there on the thing. But my first time, I cut it wrong. Second time was fine. I'm putting you on the big screen. So okay. Loading the long arm. But it's like, I've used red, blue, turquoise, this funky gold, another lavender, a green, this weird color, orange and violet. I bought it as a Halloween. But I got another pile of scraps coming up. So you make unloading. Got one, I'm gonna start putting your binding on. I just got through with that. I got my binding on I have no quilt waiting for binding. My fingers was glad to be done with binding for a little bit. That's why I switch back and forth now. This almost 830 some month old person's finger arthritis is getting to her. My son is a avid hunter and his name is after the constellation of the stars, so that quilt will be perfect. Oh, okay. It's like and then my other one that's on my bucket list has been there for quite a while is the Drunkard's Path. But when it's all done and over with, you applique in some of the void spaces. But we know Austin will take any quilt. It doesn't matter what it is. Him and Melissa, they can fight later. It's like my ironing cord is cockeyed in here. Yeah, it's like my dad when I made him a masculine one, just trying to find prints that are not so girly. It's fun. There's a car out here going slowly by. It's like, now they stopped and getting out. Maybe he's friends with the guy across. Oh, the guy across the street's trying to get his car going. First time I seen this car across in the area. That's what neighbors look out for neighbors, right? My son also works on wood, so I made him a carpenter star quilt, and he works with honeybees, sells the honey, made him a honeybee print quilt with the walk. I love that walkabout pattern. It's like I did it with a panel with Melinda and lighthouses, and then when I was done, the quilting was waves and whales. The whales would come out, and there'd be a spout. Well, they definitely know each other because she just gave him a big hug. It's like, don't have to worry about those neighbors. But it's the walkabout is definitely a fun one. And then the fabric, because the lighthouses always have stormy skies around them. I found some batik that looked like a storm. It was actually called Storm also, with all the beautiful blues and stuff. She likes hanging it on her wall so everybody can see her quilt. Yeah, it's like my son doesn't hunt, but he raises beef and pigs. And I'm not making a quilt with either of them. I did make him a quilt with bull riders because he does love PBR, pro bull riding. That's as close as I'm going to get to one of his hobbies or likes. And Lonnie was like her aunt. She wanted pink, pink, or pink. Yeah, that walkabout pattern is a good one for a panel that breaks up into the small squares. Hubby is in trouble. That's not good, hubby. They try to help, but it's like it's not helping. When you meeting again, I need to go on Thursday. On Thursday, I'll be back again, Barbara. About the same time. It's 1:00 my time. So whatever time zone you're in, 1:00 Pacific Standard Time. And right now it is 1:50. But thank you for coming by, Barbara. Okay, see you Thursday. Stay safe. It's 3:30 here. Ta-da. Okay. See you later. Okay, got two sides of the panel together. Now I got to go across the top and the bottom. Guess it would help if I get up and get the pieces, right? Almost forgot. Okay, no problem there. That's the 2-inch pieces that are hanging on the wall still. I pinned all the pieces where I knew I wouldn't lose them. Okay. And then there's one more group of fabric that goes around. Let's see, what is the outside border? H2, H1. 5.5. There's an additional 5.5 border on there. Right side and wrong side. Smooth and rough. Kathy, did you go get your eyes checked? I know you said you was going to. I just didn't know when. Hi, Courtney. Back from getting the kid from school. Okay. All our different time zones. It's Friday at 10:20. Yeah, we know you need new glasses, but even the new glasses aren't guaranteed. I forgot my old glasses. The doctor played with the vision to be out here, and these aren't. Okay, I blinked off, and I think I came back. It says I lost my connection there for a moment, but it brought it back right back on. Yay! Can't have everything go smoothly, right? I haven't had that disconnect like that for a while. I froze up earlier on my phone because I was doing two things at once. And that will do that at times. And I know that. And I know I shouldn't do that. But I've been working on that cat one also. Making those little tiny leaves. The onyx in autumn table runner. And then, of course, I changed the pattern a little. I decided to do mine a little differently than the pattern because that's me. We can always switch things around. That's our prerogative. It's just suggested, not required. Okay, flip this around. Grab the next. Because I can't go to the next row without all four of these being on. Because I always put left and right on and then top and bottom. That's my way of doing it. Hi, Karen Evans. And it's been a while since I've seen your name up here. How's everything on your side of the mountain? You're watching from work. Earlier, Denise said that she heard that Washington's having or feeling more earthquakes. Have you guys been feeling it on your side of the mountain?